Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The winding road to the Super Bowl continues here in the divisional round, where two teams look to take another step towards the Super Bowl. It's the Lions going up against the Falcons.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Detroit Lions and the Atlanta Falcons. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Halfback sent in motion. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. they'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at gone.
Freeman at tailback. He's got it running left. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Check 26, check 26. They're coming.
Offense in a little bit of a bind here. 9 yards to go on 3rd down.
No, check. Patriot.
He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And his kick is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And that is incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And on 2nd and 10 now. They'll drop to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Back 99, Philly. Here we go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
So out now come the Lions. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 3rd down, that's Harper. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And here now come the Falcons. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. The 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Devontae Freeman. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this, Jordan.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Now they'll run on the draw. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Reese. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Third down. It's Harper. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. The play fake. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The improv act there, good for 9. And now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short. 3rd and 1.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
On every snap, a defense is trying to establish who they are, but on 3rd and short, that's really when you put it out there and tell people who you are, and that's exactly what they did. For the offense, they're looking at their offensive line and saying, guys, where are you? We need you on those plays.
So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams bring tendency to do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
What we're seeing from the defense here is a group of guys bearing down, trying to help out their quarterback after he threw an interception. Good stops on the first 2 downs. It brings up a key 3rd down.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now they send a man in motion right. On 3rd down, it's Harper, and he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Butker able to put this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So it's an old-school extra point, but certainly a disappointment that they couldn't get 6.
Yeah, when you see 19-yard field goal in the box score, you kind of shake your head. But their head coach decided 3 was enough.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout call, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Trying
to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he finds Parker here, complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds. Incomplete. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down.
Let's go.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Here we go.
Well, now they'll try the end around. Fights through, and now a crease. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4.
Ohio! Come on, let's go! 1, 9,
and now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go!
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he's going to go down again. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Let's go! 1, 9,
And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And some room to work. through an opening, and there he goes. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. So out come the Falcons now. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Back to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Past the 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. A big play there, 76 yards, and the Falcons are in for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
The Lions on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. On play action, they'll throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Taking it about the 16. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 2nd down, Freeman. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
Let's go. One, none. One, none. Flex round. Flex round.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
They run from the pistol here with Freeman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Here we go.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And his kick here is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So here come the Lions now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, You've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll set up a throw. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. The Lions on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go now. Boom, landed.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Fresh set of downs here.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Let's go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. The Lions on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reese. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. First run for the backup Abdullah. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Amir Abdullah, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he's able to put it through. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive in with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Here we go. What? Nothing. What? Nothing. Flex round. Flex round.
Back to throw here. Going down the middle, and it's complete. That one goes for 24 yards. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line.
So when you call a corner blitz, what a lot of teams call a cat blitz, you're expected to come after the quarterback, but in this case, he ran into the ball carrier. Really nice technique, because what you do is you come deep as the deepest offensive player so he can't get outside of you.
Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long.
Come on, let's go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Completes it to the rookie from North Carolina, Ryan Switzer. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Shift together here from the D-line. Running right, this is Freeman. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Freeman again. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go.
They toss to Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. Buying time to his left. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
First and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio!
They'll run here with Freeman. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
They come up in an offset eye. Ball spotted at the 4. It's second and goal. They run. Devontae Freeman. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. They come out here in the eye. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Second and goal from the 1. Freeman. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 3rd down. That's Harper. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Second down now after the pass completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down.
Let's go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught inside the 5. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. Their coaching staff, they were pretty adamant beginning of the year. Our goal is to get to the Super Bowl. Well, they made it to the playoffs. That's part 1, but they fall a little bit short.
And to me, once again, it exemplifies just how difficult it is to not just make the playoffs, but to win games in the playoffs. So you can set your goals high, but if anything is off during that time, you have some key injuries or you just don't play well, you get a bad matchup where that team just has better strength than you in certain areas, this is how it ends. So I don't think it's a total loss of a season, but obviously didn't get where they wanted to go.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.